Federal funding and the plans have been in place for years, but the state never came up with the rest of the money to make it happen. Now there's a push to make sure what happened at the Holyoke Soldiers Home never happens again.
It's heartbreaking, no doubt. I knew many of the veterans, their families, and to see them die under these circumstances was devastating.
Paul Barabani is devastated and frustrated by what happened inside the walls of the Holyoke Soldiers Home during the pandemic. COVID-19 spread rapidly and took the lives of 76 veterans. Barabani, who served as superintendent at the facility for almost 5 years, warned the state about staffing shortages, cramped rooms, and unsafe conditions for years. Do you believe the state failed those veterans?
No doubt in my mind. This could have been prevented. I say often, if only they listened.
The historical problems prompted Barabani to come up with a new design for the home back in 2012 that would have eliminated overcrowding and communal bathrooms, which made isolating veterans with the deadly virus almost impossible. Records show the VA committed to paying 65% of the cost back in 2013. The project still stagnant on the VA's construction grant list to this day because the state never funded its part of the deal.
Elected officials continually talk about Massachusetts provides the greatest benefits for veterans of any state in the nation. And I knew in my heart that isn't true.
My dad was my best friend. And I have a huge hole in my heart.
Laurie Baudette's father, Navy veteran James Mandeville, succumbed to COVID in April after living at the Soldiers Home for 16 years. She believes her dad would still be alive today if the state modernized the facility.
I do believe it. I believe they would have been able to contain it.
State leaders agree the home won't meet veterans' needs in the future, and they're looking at several options.
The first and foremost lens that needs to be looked at through is what allows us to provide the best quality care to our veterans without compromise.
But veterans' families are calling for immediate action in this petition, supporting a new facility to get back to caring for veterans with honor and dignity. Another petition says continuing delays by the state deprives veterans of their rights and puts them at risk.
Part of our justice is erecting a new soldiers' home. It'll enhance the quality of life for veterans, and it's going to serve as part of a memorial to those of us that lost our loved ones.
The state can atone for their actions of the past. They can make things better. The question is whether or not they have the will to do that.
The state says they're moving as quickly as possible, and they're already in talks with the VA. They say current standards must be used to ensure they provide quality care for veterans in the future. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.